name is Krima and I'm going to teach you about letter writing. So what is letter writing? I'm also going to explain you what are the difference between formal letter and informal letter and what you have to write in paragraph of formal letter and informal letter and where you have to put your signature, where you have to put your address, at what side, left or right. So let's start. I'm going to share some screen over here, so kindly watch. Okay, this is my screen. So let's learn today about formal letter and informal letter. Do you know why I have put here mail? I'm going to say you at the end of the video. So difference between formal and informal letter. Basis for comparison, formal letter and informal letter. So let's start meaning of formal letter. A formal letter is a letter written in a formal language. So basically in this language, you have to write formal in a manner way for an official purpose. And what is an informal letter? A letter written in a friendly manner to someone you are familiar with. For example, like relative, like a cousin, like friends, or like a family. And what are the objectives of a formal letter? It should be professional, and informal letter, it should be of personal communication. And what is the format of formal letter? It should be prescribed only in format, and there is no prescribed needed in an informal letter. It should be written in first person, business letters, third person, and others. An informal letter, it should be first, second, or third person. Now, I'm going to show you to whom you have to write formal letter. Business, college, institute, employer, organizations, etc. An informal letter, you have to write to friends or a family, etc. Let's go with the second slide. This is the sample which I have written over here in part 1. Here we have to write our address and date over here, and after that, dear John, because you are going to write to any of your friend or a family, so you have to put dear, okay? And this is the paragraph. Hope you are safe and protected. It's been a long time since we last met. I have been quite busy recently. I had a day off from work today, so decided to write a letter to you, asking about you and your family. I'm fine here. I have recently started learning French and have completed few modules. Next week, I am having the last exam and will be soon graduating. I also started cooking due to the lockdown and will be attaching few pictures of the dishes I have learned to cook. Mom and Dad are fine. They are quite often miss you. How are Uncle and Auntie doing? I remember you. Had your exam last time we had a conversation. Are the results out? What next are you planning to do? I will be waiting for your reply. Please take care of yourself and uncle and aunt. Lots of love, Angela. So this is the sender name over here. Hope you got this in informal letter, because this paragraph is whole written about informal way. Okay. Now let's go to formal letter. Part 2 will be little bit more video I'm going to make for a part 2. Okay, let's come with the formal letter sample part 2. And this you have to write in a very formal manner. It's like a professional manner. And this contact information, include your contact information unless you are writing on letterhead. That already includes it. Okay, your name, your address, your city, state zip code, your phone number, your email address, and the date when you have to write, contact information, the person or company you are writing to. So name of the person, title, company, address, city, state, zip, and code. And don't forget to write subject over here because subject is very, very, very important. Okay. So greeting of the day, you have to write over here. And here you can write dear or respected sir or respected ma'am. Use a formal salutation, not not a first name unless you know the person well. If you do not know the person's gender, you can write out their full name. For instance, dear Pat Cuddy instead of dear Mr. Cuddy or dear Miss Cuddy. If you do not know the recipient name, it is still common and acceptable to use the old-fashioned to whom it may concern. Okay, so if you don't know whoever there at the other side, you can write this. So the body of the letter over here, the first paragraph of your letter should provide an introduction as to why you are writing so that your reason for contacting the person is obvious from the beginning. Then in the following paragraph, provide specific details about your request or the information you are providing. The last paragraph of your letter should reiterate the reason you are writing and thank the reader for reviewing your request. If appropriate, it should also politely ask for a written response or for the opportunity to arrange a meeting to further discuss your request. Closing with the best regards, and you can write over here your signature. So you can see over here. In second slide, I have made one example of a format letter. So this is our address over here. This is the date, and this is the address where we have to send our letter. Subject should be there, resignation announcement. Dear Jason, I'm writing to resign from my position as a customer service representative, effective August 14, 2022. I recently decided to go back to school and my program starts in early September. I'm tendering my resignation now so that I can be helpful as possible to you during the transition. I've truly enjoyed my time working with you and everyone else on your team at LMK. It's rare to find a customer service role that offers as much opportunity to grow and learn, as well as positive, inspiring team to the people to grow and learn with. I'm particularly grateful for your guidance while I am considering furthering my education. Your support has meant so much to me. Please let me know if there is anything I can do to help you find and train my replacement. Thanks and best wishes, Nicole Thomas. And here you have to put your signature. I hope you like this video, so kindly subscribe, like, and comment.